Disillusionment. A feeling of disappointment resulting from the discovery that something is not as good as one believed it to be. It begins with hope. The idea that life can be anything you make it, like a hunk of clay. You shape it and mold it until you're satisfied, but the longer you stare at it, the less satisfied you are. From a young age, we believe we can be anything: lawyers, merpeople, policemen, and princesses. Then one day, the question, what do you want to be when you grow up, turns into, what's your plan for the future? And you're expected to have an answer. But the world still turns if you don't, and you have to scramble for practicality because suddenly, I want to be a fairy and live in a castle with all my friends, isn't an acceptable answer. For those of us that don't have another one, we slip between the cracks, still daydreaming about flying away and hoping that those Facebook posts about the Japanese mermaids were real. They weren't. No one wants to grow up, but most everyone does. The real world isn't as magical as we believed it to be when we were kids. And that brings me to my theory. All at once, magic is everything and everywhere, and at the same time, magic doesn't exist. Do you believe in magic?
Not really, no.
Do you believe in magic?
Heck yeah.
Right. What is magic?
I think magic is everything that we can do.
Are you magic?
No, because then I would get FedEx.
Are you magical?
Sometimes.
Yeah. Are you magic?
Yeah, I believe you're magic.
Yeah.
We all magic inside us.
As you grow up, you start to think that maybe there's a different kind of magic. Like the laughter a baby makes after you've made a silly face, or the feeling you get when you realize for the first time, yes, you are in love. Or the way that the sunset somehow captured your favorite color, even if just for a moment. See, we were taught through stories and films and music that magic is the beam of light that shoots out of your fingertips when you're scared of the dark. It's the difference between the stick and a wand. It's the wind under the wings of a fairy. It's the tiny bird that does your chores and keeps you company. It's what keeps us waiting for our fairy godmothers. It's what makes us hesitate whenever we rub a lamp just in case. It's what keeps us wishing on eyelashes and pennies and stars and anything we can think of, because if we stop wishing, then what have we become? Because the world is not as good as we believed it to be. Because without magic, we're just humans and that's all there is. And that's okay. We have to believe in something, even if it's only yourself. Keep fighting for the small magic. Keep watch for those moments and keep them close to your heart. Every time you hit the right note in your favorite song or learn something new and put it to use, or even if it's just the first impeccable bite of a candy bar, remember it. Soon enough, the small magic builds and builds and builds until suddenly you're creating your own magic. You're doing something great. You're inspiring someone else. And you know you've made it. And maybe one day you will be magic.